joined by first team player Ben Wilkinson, who's coaching this session at Gilvan Bank tonight. So we had another loss, Ben, to Arbroath here on Saturday. Tell us a little bit about the game.
Yeah, another loss unfortunately for the boys. We thought we'd come out all guns blazing with Rizwan to start with, but due to his shoes and something wrong with his run-up, he couldn't quite set the tone for us in the field. On the other hand, with the batting, I think a few of the guys might have underestimated the game. I think a few of us blamed the pitch as well, which I thought wasn't the right thing to do. But yeah, heavy defeat for us, something for us to learn from as well, take forward into next week's game.
So you've got Aberdeen on Saturday, Ben?
Aberdeen away on Saturday, yeah. Nice place to play cricket, good wicket there as well. So hopefully we can have another batting performance like we did at Culleton, get at least 200, 220 on the board and come out fighting with the ball.
Good stuff. And are we expecting any changes to the team this week?
Same team for this week. I think there's still a few things to learn from last week, but I think the team is the right one for the game.
And then the week after Aberdeen, you've got a crunch match with Stonywood, who also haven't won a game. So
yeah,
you'll be looking to build up some confidence in Aberdeen ahead of that one.
Definitely, yeah. I think if we get a win against Aberdeen, then that will put us in the right stead for the game against Stonywood. We feel it's a must-win game as well because they're fighting for, well, bottom of the table with us. So they're the important games for us to win and make sure we can get ourselves as far up that board as we can.
Thanks, Ben. So Alasdair Sim from the second team, you had a first loss of the season over at Drummond Trinity on Saturday. Tell us about the game, please.
Well, it was one of these game of two halves, as ever there was one. We arrived in Edinburgh, blazing sunshine, Inverleith Park, despite the fact it had been raining most of last week. It was like a road, pretty dry, flat. Lost the toss, guys went into bat, and literally went out, all guns blazing. First two openers, I think after 20 overs they were about 140, so at that stage we were looking pretty shaky. Got rid of the openers eventually and started to get things under control a bit. That said, they still ended up with 238, which was a big ask, particularly as the weather had suddenly started changing. Drizzle was coming down and we went from a road to pretty much a soft, sort of spongy kind of a typical April Scottish wicket.
So it sounds like a good toss to have won for the home side.
To be honest, Scott was going to put them in anyway, so I'm not sure about that. But yeah, credit to the other guys, they played very well. Their openers in particular were smashing the ball all over the show. They rode their luck a little bit. We dropped a couple of crucial catches maybe at the wrong time. But hey, that's cricket.
So a setback, but I take it the camp are still fairly confident?
Yeah, look, the top order need to start scoring some runs. Guy Robinson weighed in with a 45, 46. Shane Munro round about the sort of 18 to 20 mark. And the next few guys, myself included, didn't really do very much. And we need to put that right for this week.
And what's this week then?
I believe we're playing our old friends Marchmont this week. So we know them well. We've played them, blimey, twice a year for the past 4 years, 5 years. It's always a pretty close tussle. They beat us twice last year, so we'll be looking to put that right this year.
Good, thank you.
Okay, bud. Here we have Eddie Gibbs representing the third 11. So, Kirkbrae away on Saturday, how did it go?
It was one of those where you turn up and you're never quite sure what the weather's going to do, but it was sunny, if not a bit windy. Pitch was quite firm and looked like it was going to have good bounce. I think Andy lost the toss, which is rare because he's been winning, and the home side elected to bat. They came out and played some good shots and some agricultural shots, but mixed in, but they did quite well. I mean, we got an early wicket, but in the main they were well on top, and their captain in particular played some lovely shots.
And I believe the weather played its part.
Yeah, about 4 overs to go. The heavens opened up. We'd been off 2 or 3 times before then and the wicket was covered. Their captain was on 99 at the time, so I don't think he was too happy that that we went off, but really there was no choice. We took an early tee, but it just kept on raining and raining and raining. The guys were watching the Hibs Rangers game in the changing rooms, and by then I think even their captain kind of realised there was not going to be any further play. So it was one of those, you drive over and then you come back, and as soon as you cross the bridge you see the sunshine of Fife and all the games were being played while we're driving back. So I think, if I'm being honest, we probably dodged one. Not to decree anything from our batting, but the home side batted really well. It was a good toss to win.
And Saturday this week, Livingston away.
Livingston at home.
Home.
The Thirds return home for the first time this season. They've not played at home yet. So it'll be Livingston, who are bottom of the league. Livingston seconds on the artificial. So really, Andy and the boys will be looking to get a win. I think the availability is a little bit better this week, so hopefully the Thirds will be one of the beneficiaries from that, and they can get their first win of the season under their belt against Livingston.
Great, thanks very much, Eddie.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm joined by Saturday's 4th 11 wicket-keeper Paul Culleton, and it was a fine win over Morton Threes for the Fours on Saturday, Paul.
Yeah, fantastic effort. Great all-round team performance. Really, really good.
And a very high score, I think, for the Fours.
Yeah, we batted well, 191. Possibly the highest score for the Fours on that wicket. So yeah, we done really, really well as a team with the bat.
And it looked like there was no standout individual performance. It looks like most of the guys contributed.
Yeah, most of the guys contributed all the way down the order, and we made the 35 overs, which was the main thing.
Was that a target? The captain set that target from the outset?
Yeah, that was the first target of the day, was to bat out all the overs. What score we got was irrelevant, to be honest.
And then onto the bowling again, it looked like a few guys contributed.
Yeah, there was an excellent array of bowling on show that day, and yeah, again, all-round performance.
So the Fours back to winning ways, and you have a rather long journey to the borders to play Gala and Hoyk this week, I see.
Yes, down to Gala Hoyk this weekend. Not sure what to expect down there, but I'm sure that we'll get on fine.
Good stuff. The fun bus rolls again.
It does indeed.
Thank you, Paul.
Cheers, Eddie.